screen was fantastic. Corbin Burnson, what a perfect person to be Jenny's father.
Total surprise, right?
Yeah.
His son was in the audience. He goes to school in New York, and he texted me and he just said, "I didn't know my dad was funny." I said, "We did."
It was great. It was Katie had come to us saying, "Hey, I want to. I think we should do something with Jenny's dad. I want to see who her parents are." And Jackie had been talking about doing wanting to go to something called Manland, and it sort of all came together that way. And then we were talking to our casting people about casting, and Corbin was like, "Oh, this is perfect," because we just wanted someone who he looks awesome. He's rugged. He was actually a Marble. He wasn't a Marble. He was either a Winston man. He was a Winston man in his early days. So it was just like, what better? Like no one better like be different than our sort of very, very sort of soft guys. But by the way, I love that people like actually like cheered when Kevin saved them from the bear. It's like, oh, that's why it's fun to watch with a live audience.
Who came up with 3 penis wine?
That was us. There's we have some friends who travel to China a lot, and they were talking about the different kinds. There's snake wine, and they mentioned his 3 penis wine. I said, wait, talk about that a little more. It's like, oh,
it's a real thing.
It's a real thing. There's 5 penis wine and 9 penis wine. We can't recommend the 9 penis wine. Yeah. So then we're like, well, that's a great thing
that's
for taco
the Chinese homeopathic pharmacy. It's a lot of dongs. It's a lot of different kinds of dongs that are going to cure whatever ails.
Yes, and then it just became, well, that's a perfect job for taco. And yeah, I think we're going to, as the EBDB expands, we're going to see a little bit more 3 penis wine later this season. Actually, we haven't shot it yet, but we just told our production staff to make some more wine coolers.
Will that be with the potential wine bar opening?
We got a lot of wine this season. The wine bar, the potential wine bar opening.
Menage a
Cinq, that is going to happen. And Andre, for a guy like Andre who wants to be at the hottest restaurants and has a hard time getting in, having his own establishment and being the sort of, mayor of his little domain will be a good thing.
Yeah, it's going to open, and things are going to happen.
And that's all we can tell you.
That's all I can tell you right now. But Menage a Cinq will open.
And in the opening, you're going to see a lot of old friends you haven't seen in a while.
Yeah, a lot of blasts
from the past. People are going to turn out for the grand opening of the shops.
Yeah, some people Andre wishes didn't show up. Let's put it that way. But it's been fun. It's so fun to watch Paul and Rob Hughley together. They're so great together. And Rob, we had him on a few times. This year we made a concerted effort, like, let's get him back and like really get him back in because he's so funny and he's so great with the guys. So we just love him.
Whose idea were the pink beads? Because that was brilliant.
The pink beads, I loved the idea in that episode of, as a girl and directing that episode, you go to New Orleans and the Mardi Gras beads are for getting girls to take off the top. And so I thought, what a funny idea for Taco to have Mardi Gras beads in what could be the most inappropriate place for Taco to have Mardi Gras beads and offer them to women to get them to flash. A breast cancer awareness support. It's just about it.
So you're still in production. Do you know who wins the beach house?
We do know who wins the beach house.
Does anybody else know who wins the beach house?
We slipped it to them a little bit.
They know a little bit about what happened.
We actually haven't given them scripts for 12 and 13, which are the semifinals and the finals.
We like to keep them guessing a little bit.
So we'll start shooting it on Monday.
But it's funny because off screen, they really do love to all compete for who's going to win. They do take it very personally when you write them in as the winner or the loser.
Even so, when we do the draft episode, and they see the draft board,
I wouldn't draft that.
They're all looking and going, I win. They go like, by the way, last year, Katie called it. She looked at her draft and in the season 5 premiere, and she goes, I bet I win. And we're like, absolutely not. And she's like, no, this is a good team. I bet I win. She was cool.
How do you decide who wins each year?
Sometimes it really just, all the time, it really is about the arcs of the stories. It's not only the arc of the story of what we're doing in the current season, but what we also see for the season to come. And who do you want to feel like is being on top? Like season 1, I feel like in the pilot, we introduced Andre as the punching bag. So specifically that it was so great that in that 6-episode arc, you brought him back around as the champion. And it was just great.
This season, I think you're exactly right. This season, was fun. We wanted Jenny to win one, but also it was about this season of having the loser and the winner being
live in the same house. So that became the idea for last season of why she had to win and he had to lose for those 2 trophies to be on that bookcase all.
There's the plan. I know it doesn't seem like it, but there is.